this moment in hockey history, the Nashville Predators currently find themselves in 8th place in the Central Division after 31 games skated. They have a record of 8-17-6. 22 points has them, well, very far outside of just about everything at this point in time. We'll update the Central Division coming up momentarily. On home ice, which is where the Nashville Predators' next game will take place against the New York Rangers, they have a record of 5-7-2. The Preds have scored 70 goals in the season. They've given up 98. That's a goal differential of -28. That update on the Central Division standings. The Winnipeg Jets have taken first place back over, now have 45 points. The Minnesota Wild find themselves in second place with 44 points. Big gap till you find the Dallas Stars at 36 points in third place. Colorado Avalanche also at 36 points. The Utah Hockey Club is in 5th place with 33. The St. Louis Blues in 6th place with 31. Then you'll find the Chicago Blackhawks with 22, and the Nashville Predators in 8th place in the Central Division, also with 22 points on the season. For the Preds, the week ahead looks like this. After this one game at home against New York Rangers, they will remain home to face off against the Pittsburgh Penguins on Thursday, then the LA Kings on Saturday, and on Monday, the Carolina Hurricanes. Then the Christmas break, and it will be the 27th of December when the schedule resumes in St. Louis, and the 30th of December, schedule continues in Winnipeg. For the Predators and the New York Rangers, this is the first of 2 meetings this season. The next one will take place on March the 2nd at Madison Square Garden. Who knows if either of the head coaches currently behind the bench will still be behind the bench by the time we get to that second meeting of the season. For the New York Rangers, they are currently 15-14-1, 31 points, as in 5th place in the Metropolitan Division. On the road, they have a record of 8-6-0. They've scored 93 goals. They've given up 91 against. They have a goal differential of +2. In their most recent completed 5 games, 12-8, that's December the 8th, a 7-5 loss versus the Seattle Kraken. On the 9th of December, a 2-1 loss versus the Chicago Blackhawks. On the 11th of December, a 3-2 win at the Buffalo Sabres. On the 14th of December, a 5-1 loss versus the LA Kings. And most recently, a 3-2 loss at the St. Louis Blues. Jonathan Quick got the start, took the loss, going 21 out of 24. For the Nashville Predators and the New York Rangers, the game rankings and the NHL rankings in this matchup go as follows. The Rangers are putting up 3.07 goals per game. That's 15th best in the league. That's right there in the middle of the pack, while the Predators are dead last in the NHL and have been for quite some time. 32nd overall in the NHL, only 2.26 goals per game and goals against. Much closer in this metric are the two teams. The Rangers giving up 3.03 per game. That's 16th best in the league, while the Predators are giving up 3.16 per game. That's 23rd overall in the NHL. Shots for the Preds giving up gaining 29.4 on net per game. That's 12th best in the league. 30.4 for the Rangers is 7th overall in the NHL. Shots against, 31.6 against the Rangers is 29th in the league. 30.2 is 27th in the league for the Preds. When it comes to special teams, this is an interesting one. The Predators' power play is 18%. That's 24th in the NHL, 16 out of 89. The Rangers' power play, 21.8%, is 15th in the NHL, 17 conversions, 78 opportunities. But the penalty kill is what makes it interesting, at least to me. The number 1 overall penalty kill unit in the NHL is the Nashville Predators, 87.5% kill rate. And they have given up just 12 power play goals against on the season. But the New York Rangers have an 86.8% kill rate. That's second best in the NHL. They have also only given up 12 power play goals against this season. So the number 1 and 2 penalty kill units in the entire NHL. We will see how that affects the outcome here. The Nashville Predators are dealing with injuries, so a quick update on that before we get into individual statistics. Luzon is still listed as day-to-day. Carrier is still out. Yossi, no time frame on his return as of yet. Captain Roman Yossi is a perfect place to pick things up here. The stats leader still first on the Nashville Predators in scoring, 7 goals, 16 assists for 23 points, but not available at this time. Philip Forsberg has 9 goals, 11 assists for 20 points. Only the second Predator this season to reach 20 points. Marchessault, 7 goals and 11 assists for 18 points. O'Reilly's at 7 and 10 for 17, and Steven Stamkos is 8 and 8 for 16. Over on the New York Rangers side of things, Panarin, 15 goals, 21 assists, 36 overall points, paces the New York Rangers. Fox out there on the blue line has 1 goal, but add 24 assists to that for 25 total points on the season. Cully's at 11 goals and 12 assists for 23 points. Lafreniere, 9 and 12 for 21. And Zibanejad, underperforming at 6 goals and 15 assists for 21 points, would still be second overall on the Predators in scoring this season. In net, your anticipated goaltender matchup sees UC Soros for the Nashville Predators with an awful record of 6-14-5, but the rest of his numbers are decent. 2.73 goals against average, a 908 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. So a goaltender that is that far under 500, essentially 6-19 on the season, still has a goals against average of 2.73 and a save percentage of 908 with 2 shutouts on the season. So out of his 6 victories, 2 of them are shutouts. That's a pretty high indicator that the goaltender himself has to do all of the work in order to get any wins for the Predators. Igor Shesterkin also under the 500 mark, and his numbers have not quite been as good as expected. 10-11-1 for the New York Rangers this season, 3.08 goals against average, and a 907 save percentage with 1 shutout on the season. These are 2 of the best young netminders in the NHL. Vezina winner, Vezina finalist, Vezina conversation all around, both of these netminders. So it's always fun to watch the 2 of them go head-to-head against each other, and I hope that we get this matchup at Bridgestone Arena. This matchup also sees head coach Peter Laviolette for the New York Rangers returning to Bridgestone Arena. No, it's not the first time, but it's always interesting when the Predators go up against one of their former head coaches. And again, Peter Laviolette on the hot seat and Andrew Burnett also on the hot seat here in Nashville. So that makes this particular matchup just a little bit more interesting. That's going to do it for the preview. That's got you all set up for the Predators and the Rangers at Bridgestone Arena. We have to go back and talk about the Predators' last game of their 2-game road trip in Denver, Colorado, facing off against the Avalanche. It's called the Reverse Sports Full Game Recap, and it's coming up next right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.
Hockey play.